Every human being have a calling. Using animals for sacrifice, yes, is a good thing. Afamobo Yerioba Adanjaba, the goddess. Thank you for your question. I would say while growing up, I started remembering myself, right? Because my parents, they tell me the one they tell me, my beds, everything. But I would say from where I know that I can tell myself the truth. So I would say while growing up, I begin to remember who I am. It's not about that you are this person. We are all who we are, right? Then when we started evolving, we started remembering who we are gradually. So that is it. I would say in everything in life, there's no challenges, right? We all have our challenges differently. But in this journey, to be sincerely from my heart, I would say that I never had a better yesterday. It has taught me a lot of things. You know, those things that we call challenges are forces, or should I say, is an energy that cooked you to become who you are. So it is what made you. Is what made me who I am today. So challenges and those forces are what made us who we are. So to my own understanding, yes, there have been challenges, but those challenges has made me, has groomed me, has ground me, have bring out a lot of things in me that I didn't even know. So they are all my stepping stone. So I never had a better yesterday, and I appreciate the universe for that. There is no good, there is no bad. Yes, we all made our choice. Life gives us every choices we need. Life gives us every opportunity we need. So it's not left for you to choose the one you want and utilize them. So I will not say there is good, there is bad. To me, there is no good, there is no bad. So in everything, I will say it is good. You understand? It's all good. So there is no bad. I will not categorize that this one is good and this one is like this, or I am doing far better than this, and we're all good. There is no wrong way, there is no right way. It's only when you know better, you do better. But people find it difficult to tell themselves the truth. So it's just like when you know better, you do better. But when they know better, they find it difficult to do better. You understand? When they know the truth, they find it difficult to move in with the truth. They rather stick in that part that is favoring them while killing them inside. It's not about what people see in the physical. It's all about from the inside to the outside. I'm already doing it. I teach people every time. I teach people things about our tradition, our culture. Basically, we are spiritual. So it's all about helping people to remember who they are. Remember your power. Remember your forces. Remember yourself. And then walk according to your purpose and what you are here to do on earthly plane. You know, spirituality is very deep. And every human being is a spiritual person. Every human being, young, old, toddler, we are all spiritual beings. Depending when you involve, depending when you awaken to begin to remember yourself and your power. And seriously, I would say spirituality is personal experience. That is why I see people coming out to say different things at the same time. We are all looking for one thing. We are all fighting for one thing. We are all, sourcing for one energy, one force, one source, different angle, different ways. So spirituality is who we are. All right. I will not say I'm a spiritual woman. Every human being is a spiritual woman. So I will not take that word like, okay, I'm a spiritual. We are all spiritual human beings. So spirituality is a personal experience. Spirituality is who we are. Spirituality is life. And we are the two. We are the force. We are the spiritual. we are the spiritual ourselves, because it's through us we dine and unwind with our deities, our forces, and commune with them. Okay, we are their eyes. They see through us, they hear through us, and based on it, depending on your ability, that is where you can be able to hear from them, depending on your calling. And I would say every human being have a calling. Every human being, let's say I have a calling. Every human being, as long as you have a purpose, you have a calling. As long as there is something that you are here, you are adding something into the system, or should I say you are adding a value in people's life, in this universe, in this world, you have a calling. But there is difference between having a calling and being a chosen one. So that is where people mistake it. So I will not say being a chosen is different than having a calling, though that is where spirituality looks as if it has a boundary, because when people come out, they think we are the same. You are different, I am different, but we are one. It's all about perception and perspective, how we understand each other. So who I am does not make me not to align with you, and who you are does not make you not to align with me, and it does not stop us from working together, bringing in something together, and achieving one purpose. So that is it. So spirituality is life. Spirituality is everything. The animals we are talking about, the universe, the creator, give it to us for sacrifice and for personal consumption, for those that take out life from them and then turn them to food. Okay, so using animals for sacrifice, yes, is a good thing. I do it, and that is what we should be, is who we are, is where we come from. It isn't even in the Bible. Animal sacrifice, Solomon every day, David the same thing, and so many of them using animal sacrifice to the God. For when you sacrifice, just like when you're making a sacrifice, there's something you are asking the universe, your God, whatever, to do for you. So why giving them that? Either you are thanking them for what they have done for you, or you are giving them for them to do something for you, whichever way. So it's your choice, anyone you want. But there are some people that don't need to do blood sacrifice, be it animal, whichever way. That is why most of them, when they do it, it might not work for them. Why some it might work for them at the initial time, then cause them a serious blockage because they have done something wrong that's according to their foundation. So there are so many foundations that was laid differently. So when you understand your foundation, that is when you begin to work according to your foundation. Like I tell people, whatever that will make you is in your foundation. Whatever that will still destroy you is in your foundation. So that is why it's very, very, very vital, important for you to know your foundation before doing anything. You don't just do something without knowing your root, just like the way it's happening these days. People go out, they do things without understanding their roots, what their foundation is all about. And then that is how their ancestors, the forefathers, the ancient people, how they laid the foundation of their family, knowing what needs to be done before doing, or the process of doing it, or how it can be done, or who's supposed to do it. All these things are what's supposed to be done, but people now jump into things because they hear or they see that people are doing it, then they decided to do, right? So it's very important for you to know who you are, know your foundation before you begin to do anything sacrifice, because sacrifice is very powerful. Even if it's just a chick, as long as blood is involved, you have to be very, very careful before doing it. Because if we bring blood of a human being and bring that of an animal, there is no difference. So you don't need to do things without asking question. You ask a proper question. Even not just doing spiritual consultation, you can actually go for your own father's house. There are an elder, there are people that you might ask questions and say, because this our foundation or our community or our lineage, what and what, how is it being done like that. Then if nobody tell you, honestly, need to know somebody that knows what he or she is doing spiritually to consult for you. If possible, summon your ancestors with the name of your family name, because our name is very, very important when it comes to tradition, right, or spirituality. There are names, our forefathers, they answer name that give us almost direction of what happened in that family. Some people answer Nwebula, maybe they have something issue with death, so they answer that name just so death will cease happening in their family, or they might have done something to stop that, so they end up doing it, and when it happened, they use it to answer name. You understand? They lay some foundation. Basically, some names they answered happens from some things that has happened in the family. So when you think deep, you begin to understand that those names has something to do with your lineage. You understand? So that is why you need to know your roots before you do anything. Many people, it might not be working for them. Maybe when they see some people coming online doing some things about spirituality and tradition, they say, I beg, I don't leave these people. They would rather go back to religion where they are coming from, because they might have been trying this way, it's not working. But it's not about trying it's not working. It's who you are. It's just like, remember how your ancestors did it in the past and it worked for them before you come to existence. Because you understand, remember how we are the ancestors actually, but it's just that remember how you did it in the past, just so you can still replicate it and things keep working in that lineage. It's not just jumping into things to make a sacrifice with goat, ram, whatever. You don't just do things like that. You ask a question, right? Because these are the experience. Like I said, is a personal experience. These are one of my experiences I had in the past. So when I begin to know better, I do better. But all those things are what makes me who I am, the knowledge, the experience of what I'm doing today.
Enjoy your weekend.